going on, guys? It's your guy, Professor O, coming through with a dose of that good yoke. I'm everywhere like broken glass. I'm around with a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. So, I want to cover more so being aware of the mentally defeated. Whew. It is, alright, I don't even know how to really state it, but first and foremost, they carry traits as easily recognizable as the misery love company effect. But it goes deeper than that. You gotta realize when you're dealing with, and when you're experiencing life, and when you're going through life, you know, progressing in yourself, you may yourself be in this state of mind of being mentally defeated. Maybe something didn't go your way, something didn't go your route, something didn't go as planned, as being, beings of being planning and wanting the outcome that we may desire. It may not happen on your time and on your schedule because life is tentative, right? Let's be easy on yourself, as I can say, but be disciplined as well. You want to find that good middle ground between that. But then you'll run into individuals who are mentally defeated. I mean, they may not even show it initially, but you can tell in the words that they carry. Like, they have no hope, they have no faith, they have lack of anything. They just believe in clear results of, like, they don't believe in the exponential. They don't believe in the potential. They just believe in what's actual. I can't even explain it. But you would know it. You would know it. So, because I'm getting really detailed, and these details may not be relative to you, but what I can say that will be relative is that they'll carry that misery loves company aspect. And in these conversations and in these experiences, they'll try to pour their own self-insecurity onto you. They'll project themselves onto you in a negative sense, not in a positive sense. Being that it didn't work out for them, now they're going to say, like, it may not work out for you. Or being that from their experiences, this is how this goes. So I know for a fact, if they couldn't do it, then that means you can do it. You see what I'm saying? When they're in the state of mentally defeated, they already lost their individuality of being, especially expressing that God trait that God has blessed in them in a positive light. Now they're doing it in a negative sense, and it's not of God, because God doesn't break down, God brings up. God's uplift, he doesn't tear down. The only thing he does tear down is something that doesn't improve or benefit you for the future. But what I can say here and say is that when they're in that state, and I want you to be very aware, because at the same time they'll try to drag you into that. Why? Because misery loves company. They want to be involved in someone who has potential. And the thing about it is that they see the light in you. They see the potential and they like it. But it's something that irritates them, because now it's kind of like it starts to come, here comes the projection. And this is how they think. Because some of them are very bold in expressing their defeatedness. They're mentally defeated. They'd be like, who do you think you are? Well, who do you think I am? Because I think I'm me, living, doing things genuinely as I see it. Oh, that didn't work? Okay, I'm going to keep applying and see if I can try this another way. But I want to get that result. Maybe I'm doing something differently, but it's not going to stop or hinder me. I'm going to keep going. So for you to sit there and say, who do you think you are? I don't think that's the base of this conversation. Let's change it. Who do you think I am? Because clearly I think I'm living regular life. But for you, it seems like I'm doing something spectacular or miraculous that doesn't really, agree with your perspective. A loser's mentality. Because if they wasn't in a state of negativity, or they didn't have a mental defeatness about them, they wouldn't even think of those words of who do you think you are. They would think like, yo, this guy's doing something. Oh, whoa, what's he doing? I'm curious in a positive sense. Not curious in the negative, like, what is he doing? They would like, yo, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? Oh, wow, that looks cool. It expresses, definitely, in a genuine sense. So, when you do experience these individuals, I would like for you, and this always worked for me, because you can catch yourself in responding in a negative light. It's either to me, what works best is either you say something positive or don't say anything at all. because sometimes they gotta get it out. You know, a lot of this negativity or defeatedness is still in them, and they didn't have any time to express that they failed at their situation or they failed at anything in their perspective. And sometimes it just needs to come out. A lot of people didn't give them room. Sometimes they just want to be heard. Why? Because they're so defeated that they lost all hope. And I don't understand. Like, if God has blessed you and woke you up today to be able to do something more positive and beneficial, how is that not hope enough? How is that not enough? But again, perspective. These are different perspectives. I thank God that I've never been in that situation, or maybe situations have come to me and I didn't respond in that way. And again, that's all through the grace of God. I can't even take responsibility for those outcomes that worked out in my favor, but God blessing me for me just having faith in what He provided for me. Now, in that sense, as I've been moving forward, I've noticed and I meet individuals that speak from a point of defeat. And they will always speak from a point of defeat because it's not like they want to do better. It's the fact that I don't think they'd be able to see better. And in the point that they're not able to be seen in that way of life, and the point that they're not able to be able to believe that that's a point of experiencing, a point of being, or a point of life, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to speak on it. You know, I can't. All you can do, because you'll find yourself in a situation when you're on your path of improving and high development, all you could do is just be like, yo man, God bless you. I hope all is well. I hope things work out in your favor. And even in the midst of them trying to tear you or involve you in their negative light, do not ever entertain it. I'm telling you now, because in situations like this, some people are so defeated that they're just looking to create. Remember, losers hang with losers. And everybody takes a loss. Don't get me wrong, again, we're not infallible here. But how do you respond to your loss? Do you grow from it? Do you look at this from a perspective and be like, yo man, I gotta do better? Again, we'll go back to one of my other videos. It's a point of enlightenment. It's not that eureka aha moment. It's that, all right, I gotta straighten up. I gotta tighten this. I gotta do that. I gotta clean this. I gotta move back. I gotta speak better. I gotta think better. I gotta conduct myself in a proper fashion. That's all it is. You're moving forward. You're doing good. You stride. You got a good glide in your stride now. You know what I mean? And I say that because now when you're in that position, especially when you're in that sensitive position of getting back into the groove of being smooth and being cool in that situation, this is where a lot of your frequency is radiating now. It's changing. So in the midst of the change, this is where the losers will actually come and attract and try to project their insecurities onto you. So I say this in a positive light: stay cemented and stay aware, stay cool, calm, and collected towards your situation, and it'll all work out. Resist the devil, he'll flee from you. Simple as that. Stay cool in all situations so you see how the situation will benefit you. Also look at any situation as a learning experience of what you could do. Okay, if you did it that way, okay, clearly that didn't work. Learn from it and be able to apply it. Because you gotta realize that one hit wonder, that I speak about that in other videos, that a lot of artists may make. They be like, oh man, this guy's a one hit wonder. But you don't know how many times he failed to get to that point of success. Success sometimes can happen instantly, like you can just make it happen. But a lot of times behind that success was a lot of trial and error, a lot of, okay, I tried this and did that, but the beautiful thing is they didn't give up. And you realize those is what changes, and those are the differences from the ones that continue to grow and get what God's blessed them. Because you gotta realize when you're applying yourself and you're defeating that loser mentality, it's not that you never took a loss. It's just you never let the loss affect you. Everyone takes a loss, you know. It's just when you become great, no one talks about the loss no more. They talk about the greatness. They talk about all the coolness, but no one want to talk about those times you were crying, those times you were weak, those times where you wanted to give up. But you had to pick yourself up. You had to have faith in God. What did God say to you? You are more than a conqueror. I haven't given you the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. These are scriptures. These are scriptures and words that God's given you to be able to put you in that position. But also, while you're working on yourself, He's already given you the tools and the mentality to be able to do it. And if you don't know, read your scriptures, then you'll be able to remind yourself of who you are and how you can be able to conduct yourself properly. So when you're conducting yourself in that situation, you're looking at it, you're reading along it, you're bettering, you're literally aligning your frequency to a more positive light. Now you, I feel it now, I feel good, I feel smooth, I'm getting in my groove now. You know, it starts it, but then also it talks about being kind. It talks about being cool, calm, responsive. Why? Because at the same time, you gotta realize when your frequency is changing and you're catering to it, it's very sensitive. Now, especially when you're building upon it, and when you're building upon something, remember the foundation isn't cemented as of yet. Anytime you build on something, that foundation is still malleable. It's not concrete as of yet. The concreteness comes through repeatedly doing tedious situations and applying that same successful motion towards it. Once you keep applying it, then you see, okay, it's being confirmed. It's firm now. Okay, now all right, cool. I can step up. I can move forward again. Oh, all right, then one foot in front of the other. Then you're moving and grooving. But in that state, remember, it's malleable. So when things are happening, you may be sensitive. Now use these losses as experiences so you won't lose again. That's all it is. You gotta apply it, but now when you're dealing with individuals who took that loss and didn't move from it, they didn't apply that energy to it. They actually dwelled in the loss of others, and then now that little misery loves mentality started leaking into other traits. It starts leaking into other perspectives towards them now. We're like, why does it even matter? See, even in this sense right there, that term, it doesn't even matter, or why does it even matter? What perspective are you looking at it from? Are you looking at it from a positive point? Why does it even matter? You're right, it doesn't matter. But now I want to make sure that it's still clean, because at the end of the day, it don't matter. Now it depends on who you are as a person. If it all doesn't matter at the end, right? How do you apply it? Are you going to be the one that's going to be like, yo, I want to apply it in a positive way still, regardless. I don't care, it don't matter. And I'm still making it positive. Or you're going to be like, it don't even matter. I'm going to just sit on my ass and just do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that's all. I'm going to just that's it. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, come on. Nah, God don't want that for you. God don't talk about being a loser. God talks about being a winner at all times. So be that winner. Be that cool guy. Be that smoothness. That's all I'm saying. Let me get to the notes, because this is going to be a quick vid. I just wanted to cover that. And from a point of speech. Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to try to make these, because if you notice, my videos have been very, very long-winded. So I'm going to try and, give you guys the cool smoothness. And we're going, some be long, some be short, but in all, it's still going to be efficient. So I'll end it right there. Peace, love, and light. I love you guys. I appreciate all the support. Again, these videos are for the adept out there, the experts, the proficient ones, the sufficient ones, the ones that's out there doing it, being cool, being smooth, being smart, being wise, doing it, understanding the knowledge, understanding the science, and we're going to keep grooving. We never losing, all right? God bless you guys. Always appreciate the support. For the haters out there, I love you guys. Keep spreading that good news about me, all right? Peace, love, and light.